Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Friday show, and by the time this is out, it is Friday. Right, things have moved on since that depressing defeat in South Wales last week. Monday saw the under-23s be presented with the Premier League 2 trophy after managing to Everton it up by losing the reserve derby to Liverpool 2-1 at Goodison Park. It was a frustrating game because Everton, the early part of the game, could have been 2 or 3-0 up, but Matty Pennington made an error. Liverpool scored from it, and from there Liverpool could have put the game to bed. But Everton came back in strongly, made another mistake. Liverpool scored again, and then we got a late goal. But once that was done and dusted, the presentation was there, and Everton were rightly crowned Premier League 2 champions. A fantastic season, fantastic effort from David Undre's men. And really, you know, for this season, we've had Mason Holgate playing in the first team. We've had Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the excellent Tom Davies. We've saw John Joe Kenny come on at Swansea at the weekend. We've also had Joe Williams on the bench. You know, Adam Ola-Luckman's played in there as well. So, fantastic credit to David Undre, John Ebrell and the rest of the staff there to have that many young players involved in first team action with a manager who apparently doesn't like youth. You know, it says it all, doesn't it? Ronald Koeman himself saying that he's not going to put young players in for the sake of it. So for the fact that Holgate's played so many games, Tom Davies has been a mainstay since Christmas. You know, Matty Pennington as well, another one I forgot about there, who's played in the derby and stuff. So, you know, a massive credit to Andre, and a massive credit to the lads who have worked so hard to be involved. You know, and we still hope that next season we see maybe Liam Walsh in there, maybe Joe Williams, Anthony Robinson, you know, Kieran Dowell if he can step up. All of these players, good quality players. Benny Banganine, you know, another quality player. You've got to go up to that next level now. But what a fantastic season. Tuesday night, so the Dixies, myself and Ped were there. The blue carpet was rolled out and looking in fine fettle. The players going round, meeting all the fans was excellent outside. I thought Everton done that really, really well. You know, and from that, Ronald Koeman presented Romelu Lukaku with the Player of the Year. Don't think there was that much surprise in that one. The one that surprised me was the players. I thought Garner would have got it, because for me, Garner was our Player of the Year. Rom's done fantastically well, and, you know, the Premier League top scorer. But for me, Garner was the Player of the Year. Should have been the Player of the Year, rather. Tom Davies got Goal of the Season, Individual Performance of the Season, and Young Player of the Season. You know, what a fantastic night for him and his family to receive those kind of awards. Absolutely brilliant. Then obviously the week's gone on, and we've come to Ronald Koeman's press conference, and the subject of Ross Barkley raised its head again. And obviously we're getting to the stage now. Ronald, you know, this has been bubbling for a couple of months. Ronald Koeman has spoke about it and said that it needed to come to a head. And a lot of eyebrows were raised a couple of months ago when he said, well, it's quite simple. He either signs or we sell him in the summer. And everyone thinking, yeah, okay, you know, we'll bubble on it. It'll get sorted. And here we are with just over a week to go before the season finishes. And Ross still hasn't signed a contract. Now, we're here and he wants to stay. But if he wants to stay, why hasn't he signed a contract? So, you know, he's either being badly advised by his agent, but agents then are going to play that game, aren't they? Agents are going to say, this club want you to stay. And the offer they put on the table, I think we can get more money for. You know, they're going to be buying other players on big wages. Why should you, because you're already here, not be rewarded? He's probably looked at the Romelu Lukaku situation and seen how much Romelu Lukaku was offered and wants a bit more for Ross. From that point of view, you can go, right, he's doing the best for his client. But there's the flip side to that. And the flip side to that is Ronald Koeman. I get the impression Ronald Koeman doesn't really care one way or the other. Not about Everton, but about Ross Barkley, about the local lad thing and everything else. He just wants players that want to play for Everton Football Club, and that is spot on. You know, I'm a lover of Ross Barkley. I think he's got loads and loads of qualities, loads of ability. Yet his decision making at times is shocking. yes, he's too hesitant, excuse me, too hesitant, but I believe he's got all of that ability, and if we could get a consistency level with Ross, we'd have one of the best players around, in my opinion. The consistency isn't there still. He's had some brilliant performances this season. The last few weeks, he's dropped right off the scale. And I just think Ronald Koeman's looking at it and going, you know what? I'm not bothered. You either stay and sign your contract, or we'll sell you, because I can probably get players, in my opinion, who are better than you. And I think Ross looks to me like a lad that wants to be told he's the future of Everton and he's important to us. You know, probably, you know, a mixture of the Martinez way with him and Ronald Koeman's way would be ideal for Ross, whereas his arse is kicked when needed be, but there's also the, you know, one of the most technical players you'll ever see, and we love you, Ross, and all that. And I don't think Ronald Koeman does that. He's just straight down the middle. You know, he's absolutely what Everton need. Ruthless Ronald is exactly what we need. Is he exactly what Ross Barkley needs? Possibly not. And I think maybe Ross is just looking and going, you know, I'm not sure I am this fella's cup of tea. But, you know, one comparison that I haven't made anywhere, but it came to me when I was thinking about this before, is that I remember after Liverpool won the Champions League and Steven Gerrard nearly joined Chelsea. And, you know, he was going, he put the transfer request and he was going. A couple of people knocked on his door in the night and he changed his mind. But one of the reasons he's given why he was going was he felt as though Rafa Benitez was indifferent towards him. Was kind of like, yeah, you're a good player, but you don't do this and you know, you don't do that, and I can get better, or I can get different players who will play the system I want. And he said he felt as though he had to prove himself, and he was a bit put out at that. And I kind of get that feeling with Ross. I feel as though he's a little bit put out, that Koeman is kind of like, yeah. Now, Steven Gerrard, don't get me wrong, was incredible, and he pulled Liverpool out the mire many, many times. And he, in my opinion, as an Evertonian, he probably didn't need to prove anything to Rafa Benitez. He was that good. Ross Barkley does need to prove stuff, but I just mean that kind of thing, their personality, where Gerrard, you know, felt as though Benitez wasn't really that bothered about him. And I feel as though that's the same with Ronald Koeman and Ross Barkley. I think he's like, yeah, I like you and you're a good player, you know, and I'd like you to stay, but I'm not going to kiss your ass. And if you don't, we're not going to drag this out. If you haven't signed a contract by next week, we've got an issue. The other side to Ross, which he's got to be with his agent's got to be very careful with, is that fans are pissed off with it now. Fans are looking and going, you know what, don't care if he signs, let him go. Doesn't want to sign, get rid. Not bothered now, you know, he's cheeky, he hasn't done this, he hasn't done that. And that's a dangerous game, because I think once you tip those scales, it's very, very difficult to come back from that. And, you know, to me, he just needs to make that decision very quickly. But, you know, hopefully this is one that isn't going to run and run. He either signs it or we sell him. And if we sell him, it's a different level now. You know, if Romelu Lukaku and Ross Barkley, if it's their final game today at Goodison against Watford, so be it. You know, it's not like a couple of years ago where this would have been, I'd be having a nervous breakdown almost, you know, losing two of our best players. But we're in a different era, and we're in an era where you look and go, okay, we'll get big money for them and we'll just go and replace them, because that's what we have to do, and that's what Ronald Koeman's preparing to do. You know, personally, I'd love to see the pair of them in an Everton shirt next season. Who knows? It's a watch this space, but it's one I don't think will drag on. Lukaku's one may drag on in the summer, who knows? But Ross Barkley's, I think, will come to a swift resolution one way or the other. Just on to the game then. Ronald Koeman's confirmed that no Martin Stekelenburg. He has a groin injury. Our injury list is mounting very quickly. So Joel Robles will be back in goal against Watford. You know, the rest of what we thought aren't the injuries to, you know, the likes of Coleman we knew, and McCarthy's out still, you know, and other things. But we did say Morgan Schneiderlin is fit, so that's a big, big thing for us. The interesting thing is going to be in the forward positions. Now, Kevin Morales, who looks as though he's about to sign a 5-year deal, he may do it on Friday before the game. You know, that news to me was taken. I said it, we'd done a live stream, and I said it's good. It's a good sign. If Kevin Morales is a player who's on the bench, if that's the level of our bench, that we're going in the right direction, because Kevin Morales can be a fantastic footballer. we need that level of our bench to be at a Kevin Morales level, because it means your first team are better. When Morales hits the peaks, he's a 9, but no, you know, more often than not at times Kev is a 5, and that's not good enough, 5 or 6. But if he's going to be the level of our subs, we are most definitely going in the right direction. Final home game of the season, one we have to win. If we win it, I think we've beaten or certainly equalled the number of wins that Roberto Martinez had in 2 seasons at home. We'll have done it in 1 season here under Ronald Koeman. But more importantly, we'll have finished with 13 home wins out of 19, which is fantastic. And if we do that again next season and get our away form a bit better, we'll be knocking on the door in that top 4, you know, and hopefully we want to win a trophy. That's what we really want. The subs bench will be interesting, like you say, but you know, it's a game we have to win. We've got to sign off for Goodison with a victory. Let's hope we can do it against Watford, who will fancy their chances. But let's be honest, they've been on the beach for a few weeks. Let's just go out with a bang at Goodison and get those 3 points. And who knows, it might be a case that we say goodbye to a few of the current players, but we won't know about that until the next few weeks. Anyway, I've been Baz. This has been the Friday show, and see you soon on Toffee TV.